Today we have a music. We have Paul Okoye, blast artist over smoking habit. Yeah. So Nigerian singer Paul Okoye, one half of the defunct P Square, has taken a major swipe at upcoming artists who are in the habit of smoking while making music videos. Writing in Pidgin on his Instagram story, he said, disgusted P Square asked the upcoming artist who made them believe they need to smoke weed on camera. He pointed out that these artists often start smoking before camera in turn or in one of the video shoots. Paul therefore advised the artist to at least eat properly if they must smoke heavily, cautioning that they are already looking sick. Furthermore, Paul made it clear that smoking is neither swag nor an act that makes people who indulge in it look fly. He wrote, and I quote, "Dear new act, abeg, who tell una say whenever una dey shoot visual, say una must dey smoke. Una must dey smoke igbo for camera." In fact, the pidgin English needs to come and sue me now. 20-second music never starts. You still dey light up. Wait, now your choice, so but make sure you dey eat well at least. They chop better food. Don't tell me it's swag trying to look fly. You are looking sick. You they smoke around 50k. They better. They battle Indomie of 1k without egg. Under pressure, he says. Note that Paul is not new to offering advice online. About a year ago, he took to his Instagram story to advise people on the right way to handle online trolls. Now, I know you are out there in the media space and you see a lot of these young ones. I know a chunk of them. Trust me. One actually invited me to come appear on his music video, but I actually obviously turned it down because, okay, I shouldn't say that. But then, what's your take on this? Because really, they feel I must belong. I must be among. This is what's in vogue. I must do it. If this person is doing it, this person did it, I must do it. What's your take on that, actually?
Well, this is a particularly interesting one. Because I remember a while back, I think I've discussed something like this on my show. Okay. Yeah, it's got something like this on my show, and how it seems like the fly thing to do, like the cool thing, the hippie thing to do is like, oh, you're not smoking in your video, have you even started? You know? And I feel like a lot of it stems from the fact that the industry giants, these young artists, they will imitate to the point of no return just so that they can feel among. And okay, if this worked for these folks, how badly can it be for me? You know, and it's become sort of glorified among artists. It's become genuinely glorified among artists to present this thing a lot in music videos, present this thing a lot in their IG pages, present this thing a lot. Every video you see them, there's I'm not going to call names, but there are some godfathers, not just in the Nigerian music scene, but abroad, that their whole personalities around, oh, I have to light, I have to smoke, and then don't be surprised when people that are trying to get into the same space as you are now imitating what you have shown for the past 4, 5, 6, 10, 20 years, or however long your career has been, to be the norm, you know, in the industry. And obviously, to the young artists, priorities. You know, just like he said, you're battling 1k Indomie, but you're spending 50k on. But they don't realize. It's one of those things. This is why I try my best to stay away from things that could be addictive. Once I know something it has a potential to be addictive, like let's leave the health implications. Let's look at the financial implications. Somebody is spending what? How much are you making? That you're spending what, 50, 60K a day to smoke. You know, if you say 50K a day, you're spending 250,000 naira a week, a million naira a month to smoke.
Then how much are you making?
How much are you making? How sustainable is that? But then it's one of those things that once you've started it, it's so difficult to cut down. That's the thing about addictions. A lot of them, they want to stop. They realize, I think when we had this conversation was about Ruga. When Ruga mentioned he's trying to cut it and drinking and smoking and trying to perform sober and all that. And we spoke about it being part of the industry norm, being a contributing factor to why, you know, he could be the way he is with that. But he generally wants to quit. He, from the statements he made, from the post he was making, he's someone that genuinely wants to quit. So ultimately, there are a lot of factors at play, but it will always fall on you as the artist. The whole world will do whatever they will do.
True.
But you as the artist, you owe it to yourself. So, okay, I'm going to preserve my sanity. I'm going to be the unique, the clean face of the industry and promote myself in a different light.
True. And this is not just to the guys, actually. I see videos of the girls doing the same thing, really. And you feel it's because of the industry giants, the people ahead of them. They present this thing and this looks like
as
the
norm. You know, so...
Well, sadly, as it's sad as it is, it's the norm right now. If not, we won't be having this conversation. But let's hear from the beautiful lady in the studio. Sophia, what's your take on this? And have you seen some of those videos where ladies smoke too?
Yes. From my point of view,
Yeah.
I just feel it's peer pressure. Because most of the time, from what I've seen, some of them, I don't think they want to do it personally. I don't think they have interest in those kind of things.
Okay.
But because of what their friends are doing, this person is already popular, is doing this thing in his video, let me do it, I have to do it. And sometimes it's the management, their management. I think music industry, oh my God, music industry, some managements, do not all. I think most of the time they put pressure on their artists.
Okay.
Can't you see how this person is doing? Can't you see how he's doing? You have to do. Some of the time they don't even give them the opportunity to like make their own decisions. You sign the contract. You have to do this. But then looking at Arasta, for example, she's out there. I believe she has people. She has friends in the industry. But then when she gets home, we all know that Arasta's mom is a real big part of everything she's doing. She has people at home. Her siblings and mom who calls her back in case her head wants to shake and stuff like that. I feel like people that are in that kind of situation, they should have people who's going to call them back in case those kind of things want to happen. So they know that, okay, this thing I'm about to go into, am I really ready for this? Do I really want this kind of thing to happen? If it starts, will I be able to control this? That's where Haley said addiction. That thing, not just the whole smoking thingy and stuff like that, but addiction is a bad thing. It's so bad because when you get into it, the whole race of coming out is on another level. So I feel like if you know that this thing is bad, just hold yourself back. Think twice. Am I ready for this kind of lifestyle I'm about to go into? And come out of it. If you need help, talk to people. That's why I said you should have nice people around you. You know that they can give you friendly and good advices that can help your life and music stuff. That's it.
And another thing I wanted to mention is the excuse a lot of people give sometimes where they quote the one-offs, they quote the... You see, there's something, I've forgotten where I heard that, but I've been using it for a couple of years now. It says, an exception to the rule does not change the rule. You are simply an exception to the rule. People are fond of quoting that one example that, see this guy, say I'll die young and it's harmful for me. See this one, he has been smoking since forever and he's okay, he's fine, he's getting to his old age. But then they forget the multitude, or they choose to ignore the multitude that suffer the harmful effects, the cancer, the long everything that comes as a result of the negative impact of this thing. So it's damaging you at the end of the day. But you focus on that one example of this person that his own is different. So it should not be a case of justifying. You know, if you look for human beings, see, this is one beautiful thing about humans. Yeah, anything is justifiable.
Yeah.
Somebody can walk into somewhere now, shoot up 300-400 people,
and have a very good reason for it.
If you hear the reason, if you take away the fact that 300 lives were lost, and you listen to what he's saying, your brain will start rationalizing it.
Yeah.
Your brain will start, but this thing actually, but if you hear what but if you don't look at it now, like, I mean, 300 people died, sharp, but like, it makes sense. You know, and that's the human brain. We are so capable of that thing. So, if you look for an example to rationalize it, you'll find a lot. If you look for an example to say why you should not go into it, you will also find a lot. So these young artists, they need to, who are their role models? Is your role model someone that you can use to rationalize your action? Or is your role model someone that is accountable, that holds himself to a higher standard? And in turn, you now hold yourself to a higher standard.
Yeah. Sophia made mention of record label and peer pressure. I would want you to talk on that.
Okay.
Do you feel these people actually go into it because they are pressured by their management or their friends?
Okay.
Or this is just a decision they've made for themselves to jump into this habits and lifestyle?
First of all, if you're the new kid on the block and you're getting expert advice, you're more than likely going to follow it. Because you're trying to make it. You're the newbie. You don't know anything. You just have the talent. These people that have been in the space are telling you, if you want to make it, you have to hold this thing. You have to show you that you're a cool guy now, you're a happening guy now, like
you're a big boy.
You're a big boy, exactly, you know.
Not minding your age.
You're a big boy. Show the people that you can. So yeah, if you're the new kid on the block, you can this thing. But it falls back again to what Sophia said about having good people around you.
Support system.
A proper support system.
Yeah.
It's one thing to have a support system. It's one thing to have because there's some support system that just leeches. Yes, men. Whatever that thing you want to hear, they will tell you. Even the one you don't know if you want to hear that is in your mind, they still tell you that thing. And then you're like, wow, yeah. I mean, I ask for people's opinion and they support it. Not knowing that they are just supporting what you did so that you continue to be that spender, the giver. They don't want to upset you. Exactly. They don't want to upset you, so they will always cater to your ego. Now, about peer pressure doesn't always come in this direct, oh, guy, take now. Just take now. Peer pressure will sometimes come in, oh, guy, Alpha, you want to... That's suggestive. And that's why your circle is so important. People you're around. Because one day you're like, your first day, you're like, oh, no, I don't really... I'm like, oh, really? Oh, yeah, no one. Next day is like, oh, guy, you... No one. Like, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you're rolling with these same people. There comes a point where one day you're just mad tired after a performance. You're like, guy, just take this, you get energy instant. And then you hit it, and then the energy just hits you, and then you perform like a crazy person. You're like, wow. And then once, twice, you're hooked. You're an addict. You can't stop. The self-control, the self-discipline it takes to overcome an addiction is immense. Any addiction of any kind, it is immense. So once you fall down that rabbit hole, and then you're now in a circle where your guys are doing it now. Everybody's hitting. Sometimes all of you are just randomly just passing it around like, oh, guy, let me puff. Guy, let me just puff. Let me puff. First time I heard puff, I was in Port Harcourt here when I first. Guy, do you want to puff? I'm like, puff?
Puff what?
Puff who? Puff what? What does that even mean? Like smoke now. I'm like, oh, so that's what he means. Okay. No, stay away from me. You know? So yeah, rolling with this circle and surrounding yourself with these yes men will never get you anywhere.
Rolling in a circle that a chain of smokers won't get you anywhere. Have a good support system. Now let me get to the lady in the studio for her to give us some words, advice, encouragement to people who find themselves in the rabbit hole, quoting the words of Ahiz now, your advice to them be people who find themselves in this circle now, we're here for the young ones. Yeah, so advice to them, people who want to get into this industry, people who already are in this industry and find themselves in this rabbit hole, how do they get up from it?
First, it's yourself. You love yourself. You don't want to fall. I think the first thing to do is call yourself back. I don't know if people do this, but I do speak to myself.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if it's weird, but
how do you do that?
Sit down.
Okay.
Do I really have to go into details?
Please do.
Okay. Sit down.
Okay.
Be intentional. You know that you cannot lie to yourself. Even if you try to, your heart knows the truth. And tell yourself the truth. Sometimes it hurts, so I do feel like, oh my God, why am I doing this? Why am I giving myself this kind of thing?
I know a good therapist.
That's the right thing to do. That's the right thing to do, yeah. Call yourself back. Speak to yourself. Tell yourself, this thing I'm doing, it's not good. It's not going to take, it might take you somewhere, but definitely not the top. Even if it takes you to the top, not in the right way, obviously.
And how long can you last at the top when you get there
you.
with dubious means?
Then surround yourself with good people, people that intentionally like you. They don't just like you because, oh my God, this person is popular, I'm going to make money, I'm going to have money because he has money and stuff like that. He's going to spend on me. But people that like you, like, even if this person flops, I'm still going to stand by you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like you should have that kind of circle after speaking to yourself. Because if there's something my mom used to tell me, that if you're in a kind of situation and somebody advises you, now waiting there your mind, you go still do.
Actually, I didn't know you.
So yeah, I feel like you should speak to yourself first.
Okay.
You can sometimes make up your mind that, okay, I want to talk to this person about this thing. Let me open my mind and receive the kind of advice person, depending on the person you're going to meet to. So yeah, open your mind to receive advice, go to the right person, get the advice, come back, make sure that your heart has gotten the word.
Okay.
And live according to that. Then after doing all these things, you obviously don't need to go back to where it all started, going back to meet those kind of people that tell you puff and pass, and you have this thing. Yeah, keep yourself
Puff
away
and
from
pass.
those kind of people.
Okay.
If they're bringing the pressure to you, you can actually call them. This is, I'm not going to do it. If it's your industry, it's kind of hard if it's that kind of situation, because you probably sign a contract and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then I believe that there is still a positive way around it, I guess so.
Yeah.
So just talk to the person about it. Tell him or her, I'm not ready for this. I don't want to do it. They cannot force you. It's your will.
It's your
So
will.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, basically.
It's